We have wheel you buy. Welcome to Martini Works Unboxed, where we're taking a look at the Kansei Astro. If you guys and gals don't know and you're new to the channel, we sell car parts over at martiniworks.com. So if you're looking for them, that's where you go. We do wheels, tires, wheel and tire packages, and a whole bunch of stuff, including some parts for a Nissan Z. But this is not for a Nissan Z, it's for a BMW. Kansei's gotten insanely popular over the years, and we know that because we were one of the reasons that they got popular in the first place, because we met them at SEMA when they debuted their brand. They had a couple different wheel models, and I think the most popular up until this point was the KMP. They have another one. I can't remember what it's called. They got the KMP, they've got the Astro, they've got the Roku. I think they have one more, don't they? The Tandem. Anyway, which one? Neo, that's right. So more of the story is Kansei launched with just a few wheel models, and over the course of probably I would say 5 years or so, they have grown exponentially. Their wheels come in a million different sizes, a million different molds, and I'll tell you why that's important in just a second. And they've gotten incredibly popular because of all the different sizes and fitments and finishes pretty much cover 95% of what an aftermarket tuner or Euro crowd would need for a wheel. So we're unboxing it today, and if you guys are interested in this wheel, you can go pick it up over at martiniworks.com. There will be a link in the description below. With that being said, one thing that you may not know about Kansei is Kansei is owned by a company or within the umbrella of Raceline, and Raceline owns a bunch of other different stuff. The reason that they were able to kind of get started relatively pretty quick is because they had that backing, which is why you see them have so many molds. The reason I talk about the molds, and this is something that's really important, is because not all of Kansei's wheel sizes are gonna have the same face configuration. Some will look like they've got very, very, very extreme concavity. Other ones will look relatively flat, and you might be wondering why. Well, that has to do with the molds that they're using. They use multiple molds so that they can maximize the concavity of the design. That's not something everyone does. It's something Kansei does, and that's why I think that's one of the main reasons people love Kansei so much. This is a 19 by 8.5 plus 35. And we're gonna open this in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Or as they say in Spanish, uno. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is a pretty good looking wheel. I love these wheels. Kansei's done a really good job at finding a market and really just capitalizing on it. I've known Chris actually for a pretty long time, and the stuff that he does is really good. This wheel is a one-piece flow-formed wheel. They call it Formlight. Everybody calls it something different, but what you essentially get is a cast face with a pressurized barrel that they heat up and they make it look, you know, nice and pretty into the width that it needs to be. You can tell that they do that, and you'll be able to tell if they don't if you see these little lines that are on the barrel. Good lines, that's good stuff. Second thing to remember, I talked about multiple molds. This one has a little bit of concavity. For the size of the wheel in 8.5 35, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a pretty conservative overall width, and that's a conservative overall offset, which means you're gonna get a flatter face than a more concave face. But with that being said, the Astro does a really good job at designing the spokes to kind of bow out a little bit before they come into the center hub, so it gives it a nice little level of concavity. A couple things to keep in mind on the back here. You're gonna see that they still do some back pad pocketing here. That's also for adapters, it's also for weight savings. Now, you might be wondering, Alex, you know what matters to me more than anything in the world? Not the fact that it's constructed using flow-form technology, not the fact that you can get these for $300 to $400 a wheel. I don't need to know about that. I don't even know about the fact that these come in 5x100, 5x114.3, 5x120 bolt patterns. Oh no, you don't wanna know that these come in every sort of offset from BRZ fitment to GR86 to BMW to GTI to everything you could possibly imagine. No, you don't wanna know that. You wanna know, is it a rep? What the hell's happening in the world? All right, well, let me be honest with you, okay? That's the whole reason we started like the filters that we have on Martini Works. We have 3 different labels that are really important for you to know. It does not determine the quality of the wheel, it just helps you answer the question because we see a lot of misinformation out there. The first one is a rep, the second label is an inspired by design, and a third one is called an original wheel design. This right here is a Kansei Astro, and it looks awfully similar to a Blitz 03. But something to keep in mind is that for us, an inspired by design is something that takes anywhere from like 40 to 80% of its key features with an already existing design that's been utilized in motorsport or is greater than 10 years old, but is no longer in production or supported by the original manufacturer. Blitz stopped making them in 2004. They haven't come back. They're not coming back anytime soon. And those that don't know, Blitz actually isn't really even a wheel company. They're a tuning shop over in Japan. So we don't think you can really take credit for a wheel design. If you're not making it anymore, you don't support it, and there's absolutely no way to buy them new. That's just the fact of the matter is. Otherwise, wheels made in like 1965 would have a heyday on the market. And I just don't think that's fair. For us, what matters is it has to be something that's actively supported if we're going to start calling things reps compared to the original. But if something was made way back in the past and it's not supported anymore, and a company comes in and offers it with different offsets, different sizes, and different finishes, we believe that it's fair to say that it's inspired by the Blitz 03, and you can very clearly see that with the windowed 5-spoke design, but it is not identical to the Blitz 03, and it doesn't even come in the same construction of a 3-piece wheel. You can get this in a 1-piece design for $1,200 to $1,400, and I think that's pretty killer. Some of my favorite cars that look good with this sort of design are honestly going to be like that 335 N54 engine and up or so BMW 3 Series. I do think these look absolutely wicked on Toyota Corollas. I think these look good on the 2015 to 2021 Subaru WRX and STI variants, and I would even argue this makes for a really good stance 1-piece wheel. When you get into the lower offsets, the plus 12s that are offered in this wheel, you get some serious concavity. You pair that with a stretch tire, throw it on some bags on an FRS or BRZ, and if that's your kind of thing, you'll absolutely love it. If it's not though, you're pretty much guaranteed that this is gonna fit any sort of big brake kit that you have on it, especially with the deeper concavity molds that they offer, which means you're pretty much getting the best of both worlds. The only thing that you may not enjoy is maybe that they don't offer more colors. There's a couple different colors they offer in this. You got this color, you've got like a silver, like a hyper silver, and you also have a white that they offer in some of their more bespoke bolt patterns. But in all honesty, it's a really great option. You can get gel center caps for this. They upsell you on that. They're really well made. They got a really great background. Chris has been an absolute genuine dude to work with, and he's super involved in the community. For us, that's a big deal. When a company is involved in motorsport or tries to support grassroots racing, you're always going to get a little bit of a softer voice from us in terms of how the wheels are designed or made or how they look and things like that, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that there are people in this place trying to support local racing, local grassroots motorsport, and of course, building some really cool stuff that people can enjoy. Kansei is one of those brands, I think, which is why I think it's a pretty dang good wheel. But let us know in the comments below what you think. If you're interested in picking up a set of Kansei Astros or you have additional questions on it, just drop a comment below or head over to our website. You can use our chat bot and we'd be happy to answer any fitment questions so that if you're looking to get something perfect for your car, we can help you out with that. And if you need them with Continental tires at the end of the day, we package them, we mount them, and we can ship them to your door as well. I'm Alex Bertini. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you later. Adios.